Hi YouTube family, this is Sister Scaleback coming in for my official 9-week Post Op RNY update. I guess I'll start with the numbers because I just got home from Tops and I am officially down another 5 pounds in like 2 days. Just my last video I was complaining about how slow I'm losing, and now I've lost 5 pounds in 2 days. I'm just blown away. So I vow I will never again complain about how slow I'm losing. So I apologize for that because obviously I don't know. I'm not even going to try and figure it out. It just happens, and sometimes when the stall happens, I just have to accept it, and other times it just comes off like water. I don't even understand it. So 5 pounds down this week. I'm officially 308 pounds now. I'm so close to being under 300. I can feel it. I can taste it. You know, I just want to be under 300. That's my first goal. So I'm excited, and I'm very happy. I did say in my last video that I would make a list of my NSVs. Before I start that though, for those of you who have not watched my other videos, my highest weight was 361. I had RNY gastric bypass on June 16th, 2014. At that time I was 339. And today of course I'm 308. So 5 pound loss from last week. And literally 2 days ago I hadn't moved an inch. So I've lost that 5 pounds in 2 days. How is that even possible? I don't know. I'm not even going to look a gift horse in the mouth because I am happy about that. So anyway, I do have some non-scale victories, NSVs, as we say. And I've had them for quite a while. Every week I notice something else. And I always forget to write it down. So I thought, no, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to write down a few of the ones that I've really noticed, and I just want to make note of it because that's really what makes you feel like this is worth it. The number on the scale does, but the quality of your life getting better is really what is most important. So the first and foremost NSV that I have so far, and I'm only 9 weeks post-op, is that I can finally sleep in my own bed. I don't know how many of you know this, but I have been sleeping in this chair with an ottoman for my feet to go on for 6 months because I was so big, 350 pounds, 360 pounds at one point, that if I laid down in my bed, I would wake up in the middle of the night with kicks to the chest, thinking I was having a heart attack. I don't have sleep apnea. I was tested. And so I was going to the ER sometimes 5 or 6 in the morning thinking I was having heart attacks, and they were doing all kinds of tests on me and finding out you haven't had a heart attack, and yet my oxygen saturation rate was really low, and my blood pressure was sky high. So the danger signs that I'd had a heart attack, but I hadn't. And the reason for that is that when I laid down flat, the sheer weight of myself was crushing my lungs, and it was pushing everything up into my throat, and I had GERD as a result of that as well, gastroesophageal reflux disease, if I said that right. And so in order to alleviate that symptom, they told me for 6 months before my surgery that I should sleep elevated. So I tried the pillows and doing it in bed and just propping up pillows under, behind me. But in my sleep, I would invariably slide down off the pillows and be laying down flat on my side again or what have you. I never slept on my stomach. It was either my back or my side. And then I would wake up again with this kick to the chest thinking that I couldn't breathe, I was suffocating, and I was having a heart attack. So that's why I slept sitting up like this, and I had this pillow. I think I showed this in one of my last videos here. One of these neck pillows here. And I would literally just sleep like this. I can finally sleep in my own bed now, and I don't have to worry about sleeping sitting up. So that is a huge NSV. Let me just sit myself back up here again. Occasionally I still nap in the chair. That's why the pillow's still there. But anyway, so that's the first one. I can actually sleep laying down flat, and it's taking me some getting used to, because after you've slept sitting up for 6 months, gravity works, you know, and so as soon as you lay down, my ribs are a little sore when I wake up in the morning, but at least I'm not waking up thinking I'm having a heart attack. So amen to that. Okay, that's the first one. Next one, I can get in and out of my van in one step without actually sitting down and swinging my legs in one at a time. That's another huge one. I feel light. Even though I'm still over 300 pounds, I still feel like in, out, no problem. I can climb a flight of stairs and not be out of breath by the time I get to the top. Sometimes, especially in a hospital or a doctor's office, I would have to climb a flight of stairs and I'd stop halfway. I'd stop to catch my breath. And so now I can do that, the whole flight of stairs, without being out of breath at the top. I can walk a mile. As many of you know, I'm walking a mile now without my knees killing me. I'm still out of breath. I still huff and puff with the walking a mile, but at least my knees aren't killing me like they used to. I would actually not walk, or I would only go half that distance, and my husband would drive and pick me up. That's the cheating way of doing it. So ladies out there, if you have a hubby, just, if that's how you have to start, that's how you have to start. If you can only do half a mile one way and have him come pick you up, at least it's a beginning. But now I can do a whole mile, half a mile there, half a mile home, without my knees killing me. And soon I'm going to increase this to 1.5, and then hopefully 2, and so on and so on. I can lift each foot up to my opposite knee to put my sock on. That's a huge NSV. I used to have to hold my foot with my hand on my knee, both hands sometimes, and try to sort of finagle the sock on while holding my foot at the same time. I'd have to have the sock ready in one hand before I tried to reach down and pull my leg up. That was rough. And I'd be huffing and puffing by the end of it too. Now I can do it, no hands. Just lift up my foot, lift it back down. You know, that's terrific. I didn't even realize I did it the first time I did it. My husband noticed it and said to me, "Do you realize you just lifted your foot?" I'm like, "Oh, I did. You know, didn't even think about it. I can reach down and tie my shoes from a sitting position. And before, my belly was always in the way, or I would have to stand up, turn around, and lift my foot up onto the seat of a chair in order to tie my shoe. And I was always like huffing and puffing and grunting and groaning trying to reach my shoelaces, or my husband would do it for me. And I can scratch my back a lot easier. Like, I never used to be able, you know, there's more room. And I can easily say no. One of the food things that I wanted to talk about, because a lot of it's physical, but one of the food things is I can easily say no to food. And I mean, I can be out in a restaurant, I can be out at a friend's, I can be in an area where they're offering food, and it honestly does not bother me to say no thanks. And I don't feel deprived. I really don't. It's like, especially sweet stuff. I mean, I never liked it in the first place, but especially now, it doesn't even bother me. So I don't feel deprived. I know that ultimately I can eat almost anything. Small amount, and I savor the flavor of it, and I'm happy. I'm satisfied. So those are a few of my non-scale victories. I know there's more, but that's what I could come up with right off the bat. And I'm down 5 pounds this week, so I'm so happy. That's about it, guys. I don't want to make this really long. I already did a video a couple of days ago. So I do have a little picture that I'll try and put on the end of this. I don't know how. Just from the day I was released from hospital, compared to last week's tops photo, when I lost my 40-pound and got my 40-pound ribbon. So I'll try and add that on to the end here. But everybody have a great week. I'm probably not going to do another video until next Wednesday. We're going to stop doing the middle of the week ones here because we're ramping back up for back to school. My husband's a bus driver, school bus driver, and he has to learn a new route, so we're going to go and practice those stops. A lot of memorization and picking up kids. I don't know if anybody realizes that or not. But anyway, we're going to do that, and I'm going to ramp up my walking. If I have to do it twice a day, that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys are all having a great time. I hope you are all having great success. And if you haven't had the surgery yet, I guarantee you that you will not regret it. It is one of the best decisions I ever made. And I know it will be for you too. So have yourself a great week, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.